Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. Vandaag het is tutorial nummer 9 of the Celestial Nirvana Palette Focus Pat McGrath Blast from the Past of Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath. I actually had a really cool one, but it's tutorial number 9 of this. And we are going to jump right into this. Pat McGrath, Christmas Past. Pat McGrath of Christmas Past featuring the Celestial Nirvana palette. There we go. Oh my god. Tutorial number 9. It has been fun. The last look I will put here. Loved it. The warms play very well with the cools, which is quite, I'm not going to say interesting, but it is very essential if you build a palette like this, that the cools and neutral cools, whatever, neutral warms play very well together. And that nocturnal navy in the crease and on the outers played well with the Auburn Allure and the Venetian Peony. The Starlit Copper, gorgeous shade. But it does remind me of a few of the copper ones from Utopian Dream. Oh my god, there's some copper, there's a lot of copper actually within the brand, but it does remind me a little bit of the other coppers, but that in conjunction with Bronze Honey, Heavenly Bronze, beautiful. Today, I actually want to maybe use the green Altered State with the Nocturnal Navy and try to get an idea, maybe see how well that green will play with the blues in this. Maybe the Lunar Lavender and the Aquarian Dream. We shall see. But I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyes with the Pro Filt'r Eyeshadow Primer by Fenty Beauty. I will continue to use this and this for the remaining of the, well, I actually really wanna go through this, to be quite honest. It is mid-Augustus new, but I eventually want to move everything over to NARS as far as my complexion, and maybe start diving into my Pat McGrath as well. But yes, I need to stop buying makeup, but you know, there's always an occasion to buy more, especially with holiday here. I would say coming up, but this video is going to be December 9th and it is August 18th, 19th. So this is how early this is being done. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyes and we're gonna jump into this. All right, so eyes are prepped with the Pro Filt'r Eyeshadow Primer by Fenty Beauty. So first and foremost, let us go into Altered State. I think it's Altered State. Yes. I wanna see how well the green plays with the blues in this. So we're gonna just go ahead and put that into the crease and then obviously blend it out. Ooh, all right, so this is going to be a gorgeous, I'm hoping a gorgeous look. I never know what kind of look I want to do. I typically have an idea, and I just start to go with the flow. But this green, oh my god. I am tempted to buy Petal Morphosis, even though I will be very behind on that release. But you know what, this is a channel about going back, diving into what we have, see if we need it, want it, or is it just a hype. Oh, this is gorgeous, actually. I think this is gonna play very well with the blues, for sure. Because the undertone of this green is gorgeous. Tutorial number 9. I'm very surprised that we've gotten this far. I'm actually very surprised and proud of myself for getting this far. Not going to lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out to my liking and we will continue. That is down. I'm gonna go into, was it Lunar Lavender? Yes. And we're gonna go ahead and put this down all over the lid. and see how things go. Oof, that is gorgeous. Because I am very curious to see how well everything will play together. Oh, this is a cool tone dream for sure. I really feel like this whole palette should become singles, but then obviously it would be kind of stupid to do that. Well, I don't know if it would be stupid because it would probably be smart, because maybe there are some like the Nocturnal Navy, I would love a single of. The Violet Vixen, the Fabulosity, I would love a single of. Ooh, the Eternal and more. Would love Nightfall also. And this Divine Divinity, Desert Divinity as a single. Because I do think a lot of people may have gotten rid of this palette over the years, but we will bring that Lunar Lavender into the brow bone as well. But yeah, I do hope for 2026 they do revamp their singles, because it would be nice for them to do that again. It would be amazing if they took all 3 of their mega motherships from the past 3 years and just made them all into singles. Do you know how many singles that would be? Oh my word, and there's a B. But we will continue. So that is on, and we have the Lunar Lavender on the brow bone. Let's go into Aquarian Dream and begin to just pat that. Ooh. Ooh. That gives it a little oomph. And just begin to pat more. We'll just do that all over the eyelid. This is actually really nice. Okay, this green plays very well with these blues, and I am quite surprised about that. Moving on. I do like the fact that this Aquarian Dream can just be... Because I think it was when I did the Violet Vixen with the Aquarian Dream, and I put that special shade from the oh my god, Bridgerton palette. That was gorgeous. But this over Lunar Lavender. Yo. Yo. Wow. But we'll just go to continue to build it up, because this is playing very well with the Croon shadow. Oh, that is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. That is gorgeous. This is where we are at. This is very ethereal. Now, Nocturnal Navy with a liner brush, and we are gonna create a wing. And hope for the best. Because I want to see how well that green goes with the blue. Ooh. This is bomb. I love... This whole palette was very well thought out by the team at Pat McGrath, because everything plays well together. And I think that is probably was one of the hardest things about making this palette, maybe. Making sure everything will play well together, because, oh my gosh, like, oh, just look at that. Look at that. Oh my word. All right. I think this is basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and blend a little bit of the Nocturnal Navy into the crease for sure, and blow out the edges a little bit. Oh my word. Look at that. Created that cut crease. Oh. Yeah, that blue plays very well with the green. This is where we are at. This is very much a look. I think my favorite shade out of this palette so far is Nocturnal Navy. And now I'm kind of thinking, what if that was the deepest shade in the Moonlit Seduction? That would have changed the game of that palette for sure. Nocturnal Navy, gorgeous, hands down my favorite shade for sure. But it plays, the Alter State plays very well with this. The Alter State plays very well with the blues and the lavender. Oh, there's just so much more to be done. So I went ahead and just blended out the edges. Tutorial number 9. We are definitely getting some playfulness, but it's really, really nice to see how well everything plays together so far. Because like in the last video, the Nocturnal Navy played very well with the warms, which was really, really nice to see. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment. Here we are with the finished look, tutorial number 9 of the Palette Focus Celestial Nirvana of the Pat McGrath from Christmas Past Celestial Nirvana. I hope you guys are enjoying these tutorials, but this combination, adore, j'adore. Gorgeous, flawless, beautiful, cut, print, cut, edit, print, yes, all of it. Obviously, we still have 16 more to go, 9, 16, yes, and we are getting there. So happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial, and have some fun. But let us break this down. This blue and this groen, blauw met groen is echt mooi. The Lunar Lavender and the Aquarian Dream. Beautiful combination. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Primer, Milk's Luminous Blur Stick. Under eye corrector, obviously the Flash Luminizer by Dior 003 with the Vanish by Charchar. Number 2, is that number 2? Yeah, number 2 medium. Concealers 8.5 medium. Foundation 8 warm. Beautiful, radiant, beautiful skin foundation. Are they both beautiful skin? Oh, the concealer is the radiant one. You learned something new. Under eye setting, under the concealer, is going to be the Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting by NARS. Bronzer, NARS Laguna 04. Blush, I completely forgot about this one. Skin Fetish Divine Blush by Pat McGrath, NYMPHETE. I mean, this is such a beautiful, and it already has somewhat of a glow, which is, I think it has like golden pearls under it or something like that. Beautiful combination, to be quite honest, because I want more focus on the eyes, so I kept the blush natural. Lips, Ultra Care 639 by Dior with the Opulous Gloss from Pat McGrath. And Pale Fire Nectar. I swear for 2026, I need to find a new lip combo color because I am like making sure I get every last bit. I saw Angelica, maybe. Brows are still a benefit. Setting by Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. But yes, tutorial number 9. Like, I am loving this look. So excited. We are this far. 16 more days till Christmas and till the final look. But yeah, I'm actually falling in love with this palette all over again. We've gotten, where is my palette? Here we are. We've gotten quite a good playful selection of the cool with the warm, now cool with the neutrals. They play very, very well together. I mean, I'm very curious about Flame Fatale, which is a press, but I am very curious as to, I don't know, some. I want to do some. But tutorial number 9, as usual, go to my Instagram page to see the final edits of everything and new posts on my YouTube board. And of course, many more tutorials to come for 2026, because I'm thinking of next year's Christmas for 2026 of doing 25 days of Christmas past of Pat McGrath with the Celestial Odyssey palette, if I can find it, because I mean that was also a very beautiful palette. I think this colorful one I loved more because there was a lot more mattes, where the Celestial Odyssey had, I think, 4 different mattes, and I only bought that one because of, was it Gold Galaxy and Noir Moon or something like that? You know what, one moment. Gold Galaxy and Noir Moon, these two, this was the only reason why I wanted this. But then I watched some other people's YouTube page, and I was inspired to get it. And after, I think I did do a palette focus on it, I did some looks, but I want to re-dive into this palette again to do 25 looks to get a more understanding and a better concept of the story, because obviously there's a lot more shimmers in this one, I believe. A few different types of textures actually, and I'm just now realizing they have Lunar Haze, which is this one, which is like, ooh, that's like a pink, and then we have Lunar Lavender from this one. Lunar Haze is definitely more of a pinky brown, and Lunar Lavender is definitely more of a lavender type of thing going on there. But I mean, in conjunction, I could probably do, could you imagine if I did not only 25 days of Christmas Pass, but a full-on just plethora of looks? I mean, should I do that? Take the whole year of 2026 just to do a dump of nothing but looks of these two combined. I don't have the first one, Mega Mothership. I do want it. I don't need it. But if I did 25 days of it, but also just like a collaboration of 31 days, we shall see if I get into that for next year and how much time I have. But that Lunar Haze with Libra, I'm like lavendering. I still want that quad. Risque Rose, was Risque Rose in it? It was lavendering in that Noir Mink or whatever it is. I'm gonna post it here. I still want this quad. That year, I think, is when I moved to the Netherlands. So that holiday, it was a whole transition for me, moving to the Netherlands to be with my husband. But it was a whole transition for me. Pat McGrath really wasn't that popular here a few years ago, but then Douglas started to sell Pat McGrath, and oh yeah. But anyways, tutorial number 9, we shall see what will happen next year, because I have the mini motherships as well, the first 3, and then the holiday release, and then what is that one? The rose one, the first rose one before Divine Rose 2 came out. What else do I have? The Bridgerton, 2 of the Bridgerton, and one of the Love collection, the all matte one. I have more than enough. Oh, see you guys next video.